Hi, this is Navneet presenting my video diaries about Australians stuck overseas. Today I have with me Shirley, who's been stuck in Kerala in India since February 2020. Hi Shirley,
Hi, Navneet.
how are you?
Getting along.
Getting along? I understand
Yes.
you saw one of my posts and decided to speak out about what's keeping you overseas, why can't you come back, and the problems that you've been facing. Tell me, how did you
Yep.
end up in India?
I came to India because my dad was very ill. He was on a ventilator. Uh, so I had to, it was a very quick, the journey back here. Because I was here in Jan initially and had gone back to Sydney for a week and then had to return back very quickly. Um, Luckily for us, Dad was able to, he was weaned off the ventilator. And I just happened to extend my trip. So I was supposed to be back in Sydney by March first week, but decided to extend it till the end of March. 30th of March was my ticket. And 25th of March was the day when we went into lockdown, and there was nothing that we could do.
Yeah, so just by, kind of the mistake of extending your ticket by a week or so has
Yeah,
cost you dearly.
yeah. It's now more than 6 months, 7 months now.
I know. Initially, when the lockdown happened around the 25th of March, they said it was going to be only for a couple of weeks, and then it
Exactly.
kept on going.
Exactly. Yeah, so I thought because my dad was so ill and being locked in lockdown state, it was good to be around with him, help mom around too, at the with everything. But then then there was no end. There's no end to be seen.
So when some people started organizing charter flights, and then Vande Bharat mission started,
Yeah.
did you attempt to change your ticket to one of those flights?
I've been trying. I've not been able. Well, not. I didn't succeed in any one of them, but I've tried. I've contacted a lot of agents, but then there was nothing that they could do. I was not able to get a ticket.
So neither on the chartered flights nor on Air India?
No. In fact, I have a friend who owns a chartered flight company here in India. I've actually got him to even try, chartering a flight for us, because we're quite a few people stuck in Kerala itself. We're about 250 odd people stuck in Kerala.
Okay.
So we thought that if we could get a few chartered flights, we could get out. But unfortunately, he came back saying that there was nothing that could be done. They were not approving any of the chartered flights.
So this was recently?
It was a month back, yeah.
It was a month back.
Yeah.
So, but as I understand, I flew in on the 1st of August, and there have been flights coming in after that time too. So apparently some flights have been approved. So
yeah, some flights have been approved, but from South India, there's nothing that's come across. I think in between there was something from Chennai that unfortunately, by the time we come to know about something, it's already out and reached Australia already. It's that quick.
So let me ask you, are you registered with the Australian High Commission?
Yes, I am.
So you get all their emails?
Yes, I do. But
as
unfortunately, there's nothing that has been done with those, we're just getting emails and nothing, no action from any side from their end.
No, as far as I understood, that there was no flights, I mean, no tickets were booked until the Australian High Commission sent everybody an email informing that this flight is being organized, so that everybody got a fair time to start booking at the same time. Do you think that's happening?
For there are 2 upcoming flights for the 22nd and 26th. For that, definitely I'm hearing that some of the people have got the tickets.
Okay.
Other than that, in the previous ones, it was a miss and go. Like some people got the emails a day earlier. Like there were a couple of times I seem to be getting the emails later than a few others, So there were differences in time when we were getting the emails too. So that also we could, by the time we got the emails, we would have missed the flight.
Have you tried corresponding directly with the AHC?
No, we've got a few group people who are very actively doing that. We have actually been, I from my end have contacted a few media personalities, a few politicians. Yeah, I'm trying to do whatever I can from my end.
No, I was chatting to somebody else, and they said that they sent an email to the Australian High Commission citing an urgency to return, and they were told that they would be put on a priority list. I don't know if that exists. Do you know anything about it?
I was just reading about a case where someone's wife is pregnant and they needed to get back. Yeah, and they also said the same thing. There's a priority list being maintained, but I haven't seen anybody getting onto this priority list yet.
Okay.
Nothing that I've seen in the WhatsApp groups that I'm on.
Okay. And apart from the chartered flight that your friend is trying to organize, did you try any of the commercial airlines like Emirates or Air India?
Air India, we have been trying Air India.
Did you get bumped
In
off?
fact, no, I mean, I've not got to the point, it's always booked out. It's as simple as that, booked out.
Well, I
There's
got
nothing
bumped
else
off
that we want.
twice.
I've heard of that, and that's
yeah.
a very, very bad way of doing things. Imagine getting to the airport, getting a boarding pass and not able to take the flight, yes.
Yeah, in fact, the last Air India flight, I was from Delhi, and the night before I called them from Chandigarh asking, I am traveling to Delhi for this flight. Is my ticket confirmed, seat confirmed? And they said, yeah, you already have a boarding pass. I had a boarding pass.
Wow.
I had checked in online, and still they didn't bring me back.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
When I asked them that, what happened, they said, oh, the Australian High Commission decides who goes, which was not correct, because I called the High Commission and they said, we just have a cap. We don't know who's coming or not coming.
Yeah, that's what, I mean, the thing is that there is no clarity. There's no transparency. And so we have no clue what's happening, and we get told this is what's happening. But in fact, if you actually start to, dig into it, we realize it's something totally different story altogether. Me being in Kerala, the thing is that most of the flights have been going off from Delhi, got from Delhi.
Yeah.
And for us to actually get to Delhi itself is a big problem, you see, with all the domestic flights, connectivity, then going there, staying somewhere there. So, a lot of people I know who have, I've been hearing, I don't know them personally, hearing that people who have actually reached Delhi from Kerala and then had to return back, which is not correct because they were not informed earlier, So,
I believe
so we have to,
somebody from SBS is taking up this issue with the aviation minister in India. Let's see what they come up with, but I don't know if there would be a solution to this, or there would be a, kind of what they've done wrong that can't be corrected.
Okay.
But I think
it'd be good if someone looks into it.
Yeah, but I think more the problem lies is with the Australian government or whoever is making the decisions about how many people can come in and when.
Yes.
And the biggest contradiction is that now they're bringing in 300 students next month.
Which is very sad because, I've been in Australia for 3 decades. 30 years is not a joke. I've lived more in Australia than in India. I call myself Australian, I'm a citizen there. And then at the end of the day, I mean, something that we believed in, the government that we believed in, today that same government is like not even wanting us back. And it upsets me, because, I mean, I was very proud to be called Australian, Indian Australian, Indian, or how we want to put it. And today I'm like questioning that. I'm saying, do I need to continue to be an Australian? I don't know.
It's sad,
It's a big question mark.
So many people, especially the younger generation, they have so much expectations coming to Australia as a student or as a worker, and I think their image is being tarnished. Entirely.
Because we are being shown in a bad line, bad, like it's like as if we have been enjoying a trip here. We have, we are not. We like in my case, I came on an emergency situation. It was the next flight that, the moment I heard about my dad, it was the next flight that I took, and I came here. And, now there's no way of getting back. We didn't come for a, leisure trip.
Yeah.
So that's something that they're not understood. And it's like you were given time, but India had already gone down into lockdown before they gave us time. So how could we leave our state? How could we leave our country? So,
I know.
Yeah.
Let's say, I'm not sure whether that'll happen, but just in case somebody who makes the decision is watching this video or happens to watch this video, what would you like to tell them? What would you like to say to them?
Well, the thing is that I'm an Australian, and all that I'm asking is that I want to come home. And currently I'm in another country, and I know that this is the country I was born in, but at the same time, from my heart and my mind, I'm Australian, and I want to be home with my children and my husband.
True. So all your family is back here in Australia?
Yeah, they're back in Sydney, yes.
And you've been away from them for all this time?
Yeah. And the thing is that my job, when I had a long stay here, I lost my job, so it's just, without a job here, there's other support of any sort. We're left here. And the thing is that there are medical issues because I have some problems with my eye and I do have regular treatment. I'm not having that done for the last 6-7 months. Previously, when I was in Sydney, I was getting it done every month. So the last 7 months, I've not got that treatment done.
And while there, have you been able to access any kind of financial assistance?
No, nothing.
So we are away from home, no way to come back, and no financial assistance forthcoming.
No support, no. And then on top of it, we have to pay the $3,000 quarantine, So yeah, it's a big dent on our finances.
It is. Well, I wish you all the luck. I hope things turn around and, whatever happens, whether somebody drops the cap or they find a vaccine, whatever, fingers crossed. And I hope you come back to Sydney very soon.
Yes.
I can only wish you all the best. And I hope somebody does watch our videos and decides to do something about it.
I just hope so. I hope so. We need to create more awareness, and that's required because the stories that are being told from the media's end is a bit tilted. We need to straighten that out because the ground reality is different. We are not on a holiday. We want to get back home. We want to get back to normal life. And, that's what we are here for, waiting for someone to make the right decision.
Amit, thank you for coming out and sharing your story with us. And hopefully it'll get us somewhere someday.
Yeah, I hope so, Navneet. Nice talking to you.
Thank you again. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.